I get requests, I mention in my reports a lot of times about longlining. A lot of people say, what is longlining? Well, essentially longlining is taking a jig. These are the Pico bunny butts. I use them a lot. They already have the chenille body and you don't have to put anything but a crappie nibble on them. And I use a lot of the curly tail plastics with longlining. You can see I'm using a double rig here. I use a lot of single rigs like this one here, a Roadrunner type head. But essentially what I'm doing is just putting the rods in the holder after making a reasonable cast, and it's pretty much guesswork. It's not as precise as the pulling the crankbaits where we got the line counter reels. So if I come up into a bay and I want to try to long line in that bait, I'm going to make a cast, and if the bait's hitting the bottom, I want to reel it up. I mean, that's about as elementary as you can get. But really what we're doing, we're just essentially, now these are 10-foot southern crappie rods that I have here, and I will typically run 14, 12, 10, and then I run all the way down to 5-foot rods depending on how many we want to put out. You'll see some boats on Kentucky and Barkley Lake that'll have 20 rods on them. To me, that's too much to keep up with. But anyway, I'm just taking these and I'm getting out there and pulling them behind the boat. My speed, I will usually run anywhere from 0.7 to maybe 1.1, 1.2. If the crappie want it running a little bit faster, I'm going to crankbaits. So, you know, I typically run these more in the spring and in the late fall when the crappie are up in shallower water. And right now, the pre-spawn fish, you know, that's what they're wanting. They're wanting a bait work slow and, you know, wanting a small bait. So if you get a chance, there's a lot of videos on YouTube. You can email me questions if, you know, if I can help you on it. But this is longlining, pretty simple and extremely effective. So this is Captain Doug Wynn, Crappie Hills and more. See you on the water.